Yeah. Welcome to Speak, Then Filter, the show where we talk first.
and regret it later.
Exactly. No scripts, no filters, just us saying whatever comes to mind.
And trying to clean it up before we get canceled.
So grab a coffee, relax, and don't expect this to make too much sense.
Let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Speak Then Filter. This is your boy Hampers.
Hello, it is Starchy. It is Starchy Baba. Yeah, it's already off to a great start.
Doesn't even know his own name. We usually ask this during every episode. How many leaves have you partook in?
Sir, it's not everyday leaves.
You don't even know your own name.
I know my name. You know how hard it is to say sometimes.
Okay, so let's get into our recap. We don't have much for the recap, but like I said, if you guys comment, we're going to talk about it. So I do want to give a big shout out to the 11 on 11 podcast. So for those that don't know, this is a podcast that talks everything football. It's a really good podcast. They go in depth about soccer. It's actually one of the only podcasts that I know that talks about soccer like that. The guys hosting, really good guys. Know the few of them personally. So tune into that if you guys want to know anything soccer. But basically, they've commented W episode on the episode that we had. So we appreciate the support. We have someone who is a real big fan of Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
You remember that from last episode? What do you think about that, Sarchi?
Who's Mr. Worldwide?
You called yourself Mr. Worldwide. Look, see, this guy has leafy amnesia.
I just wanted to remind you. Yes, I am Mr. Worldwide. I do love traveling.
You wanted to remind me, or you wanted to remind yourself?
Listen, I just wanted you to know. I like to travel. Traveling is fun. I recommend it to everyone. 10 out of 10 experience.
See, this is how I know you're on stuff. It had nothing to do with traveling.
Excuse me?
It was about how many languages you speak.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. You go travel and you learn new languages.
You didn't learn these languages from traveling.
I got to use them while I was traveling.
No, you learned them from being born in Ethiopia.
Thank you very much. I was born in Ethiopia and I know how to speak Spanish, right? Nonsense.
Listen, you learned Spanish on your journey to Canada, please.
Excuse me? What kind of Trump migration do you think I did?
So did you take boat or did you
I took a boat.
Because like my question is like unless you came like during the 2 weeks of summer that we get here, how are you able to like survive?
Skydiving. That's how I came.
Skydiving.
Skydiving, yes.
You guys, please let us know in the comments if you guys want to see Starchy Baba do skydiving. Maybe we could set him up with a GoPro. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. This is another just comment, so not really a question, but basically saying the sound effects have me, LMFAO. So a very big fan of the sound effects. I'll take the credit for that because I did the editing.
Oh, yes. I'm happy you guys enjoyed at my expense. Yes.
It's not always at your expense.
Oh, was it sound effects on yours?
Sometimes.
Oh, lies. Lies. There was not one on your.
The majority is you, but who told you to eat a whole pizza during the introduction?
Don't make it look like I ate a whole pizza by myself. You ate pizza too.
I know, but I eat it strategically. You just right away, you didn't even introduce yourself. You're already eating.
Also, you set up thing. The man just walk come and say, "Yeah, let me just run through the intro and then say, here, speak with your mouth full, right? That's what you want me to do."
Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next one, this one is actually this one's also a comment, but we can kind of discuss this one. So this one says Vaseline on your face is illegal. This was what I said as far as like what men's skincare routine should be: Vaseline and cocoa butter, depending on the climate. So to that comment, I said it in the comment section, but I'll repeat it. I know Somalis that would disagree.
Oh,
Yeah, so I know Somalis that used to go to Costco and buy the jumbo pack, the big pack. It'll come with two big ones, two medium size, and two travel size. Well, don't ask me how I know. I had to get it for them once. My neighbors, love you guys. The Vaseline, very good for winter, guys. If anyone's interested. Okay, so Sochi, you have anything to say about the Vaseline? Do you use it?
I don't know. I don't use it. No.
Okay, so let's move on to the next comment. The BTW I started putting rice face masks.
Okay.
So would you like to adjust that at all? This was from one of our male listeners, in case you were kind of confused by that.
There's nothing to be confused about. Good job. Fix your face.
Okay, well, I guess I'll address the elephant in the room. The comment section is a judge-free place normally, guys. So if you leave your comments, we won't judge you. I would like to say, if you would like to use the comment section as a place to come out to the world and let the world know, you can use it.
Why are you gay?
Oh, hey. Hello, hi. What are you trying to do?
Rice face masks.
Yo, there's nothing wrong with a rice face, man.
No, for the women.
Move on. You and your damn misogyny. It goes both ways.
How is it misogyny?
Men can't do shit. Women can do this.
I don't think anybody knows what the meaning of misogyny is.
You insult men and then go misogynistic towards women in the same sentence. Get out.
Ow! This has nothing to do with women.
How, where, why, when? That's for you to discover. I am not here to solve your issues.
This is a man who decided to come out in the comment section. And I'm saying, more power to you.
And now you're saying this is a coming out video. Thank you. Thank
It's not a
you.
coming out video, relax.
Go ahead, guys. Tell your secrets.
Yeah, like he decided to I hope you feel free after that comment. Okay, so let's move on to the next comment here. So the next comment says the point of a massage is to iron out the kinks in your body. Did you expect a pat on your back? You need to go back again. That Asian lady is doing you justice. So that's directed to me, to the Leafy lore of last episode. And what I like to say is, no, I did not expect a pat on the back, but I also did not expect for my spine and nerves to be reassembled. That's not why I went. I didn't go for an adjustment. I didn't go for spinal surgery. I went for a massage. A massage is supposed to be relaxing. I wanted to be relaxed. If anything, I was relaxed when it was over because I felt free and I could escape.
Oh, there you go. You did your job.
What? No, the massage is supposed to be relaxing. That's the whole point.
If you want someone to come and brush you with a feather duster, just let them know next time. But if you want to get a massage and actually feel better, go back to your Asian lady.
They might as well enhance the experience. They might as well, like, when you sign up for your massage, they might as well tell you go wait outside beside the curb, and then they pull up with a white van, bag over your head, throw you in the car, start beating you, and then throw you into the massage room. They might as well. At least then you'll be ready with the expectations of what abuse you've signed yourself up for. But since you're so excited, about this, and these are the kind of massages you like, I'll recommend you if you like. Maybe you could see the abuse that I went through.
No, I'm good. I got a good one.
You got a good one. Are they in this country?
Downtown. Very nice.
Alrighty, so let's move on to the next segment. So this segment was a segment we introduced a few episodes ago. So this is the Let's Chat segment. I've come across this story. Starchy, take out the leaves. Get comfortable. I'm gonna tell the story.
Okay.
All right. So, a 44-year-old father of three died in an Edmonton hospital. It was in an emergency room, and it was an apparent cardiac arrest after waiting 8 hours and being given only Tylenol. They were also given an ECG and blood pressure check. So basically, this has to do with, I believe it's episode 3. Was it 3 that we spoke about men and the doctors?
Mm.
So look, basically, biggest fear unlocked: dying in the waiting room. Waiting 8 hours. What kind of nonsense is this?
That's gonna be a delicious lawsuit. I'll tell you that much.
But he paid with his life. What's the point of a lawsuit?
He 100% paid with his life, and that's the thing. It's very common in Canada that Indigenous people get it all the time. And the fact that he was brown did not help him. Nope.
No, this is absolute nonsense. Like, how is this gonna convince men to go to the doctors?
Oh, he waited, right? He waited in the waiting room. At least he waited there. What are you gonna do waiting at home and then all of a sudden you fall over? Bye.
If I got to choose, I would rather die at home. I'll paint everybody a picture. Okay?
Oh, no. Thank you.
Dying at home, in your bed, loved ones around you, maybe the TV on, your favorite show.
Playing games.
That's the better way to go.
How about let mo kurang kira? This guy talking about why is he standing around? Us.
Instead, he died in a hospital waiting room, uncomfortable chairs, surrounded by a whole bunch of random people. What kind of way is that to go? This is why men don't go to the doctors. No point. That guy was better off just waiting at home.
Who knows? Maybe if he went to the doctor more often, maybe he wouldn't have had that episode. Maybe he would have had maybe less clots or cholesterol or whatever it is that was leading him to that. But anyways, I digress. We agreed to disagree.
No, there was actually also an eyewitness that was there. Don't ask me how I was able to get this comment from the eyewitness, but like I said, we work very hard. We try to make sure to back up our facts. So this was a quote by someone that was there. The quote says, "I was there. He begged for help, and they told him to go sit down and wait. They told him to go sit down and wait every time he approached the desk. He was on the floor asking time and time again. And they said he needs to get away from the area for the other patient's privacy as they were being checked in. He was pacing and dry heaving whilst tapping his chest, clearly in distress. End quote. I ask, what kind of abuse is this? So it's not like he died just silently in his chair while waiting. He's asking them for help, distress, basically saying, like, I see a light. And they're like, oh, interesting. Go take that light and go sit down in the waiting room. You never waited your 8 hours. There's other patients.
Oh, there's a minimum wait time.
Starchy, I ask you again, and I know I'm asking you as if you like as if you work at the hospital, but what kind of abuse is this? And we need answers. Since you're pro, go to the doctors,
Well,
right? You tell us.
what's that got to do with anything?
How does this convince us to go to the doctors?
Preventative maintenance. So you never ever have to go there unless God makes that. But
You
yeah,
don't think he was doing preventative maintenance?
I doubt it.
Now his family is suffering.
Facts, yeah.
8 hours in a waiting room.
There's no way. Like we're both psychotic. You think I'm sitting there for 8 hours? Impossible.
I don't know if it's the leaves, but you don't seem to be bothered by this.
Oh, because it's simple. I would have went ape shit. I would have literally went to the nursing station, code white, crazy black man in the middle of the nursing station. The doctor has to come somehow. When you're putting me on my psychiatric hold, you're gonna have to get me tested for my cardiac arrest at the same time. There's no way you're sitting down. I'm making noise.
Do you think
What do you mean? I have a heart attack. I'm patient. Like if I have a stomach pain or something that causes me to go to emerge, I'll be patient. But if I'm coming in, I can't breathe or I can't. You're taking me in right now by force.
Do you think that during a cardiac arrest that you have the energy to go ape shit and be a black man?
It was there for 8 hours. Listen. If my heart may hurt, but my mouth is very big, I can yell, nice one. I'll send them a good ringing in their ears. There's no way. No. And if I'm not doing it, I'm gonna call somebody to do it.
So you're just gonna climb the desk, start pounding on your chest.
You want me to think I'm a black man that's a ape? I will show them ape. I'm gonna even preach to them. Fear your God, because I'm gonna send you one way. If you don't hurry up, if you don't come fix me now, I'm gonna fix you just now. I'm gonna just argue. I'm not gonna fight.
Let's do this for the fans. Let's try a role playing game, okay? You be the guy having the heart attack.
Oh,
I'll be the nurse at the front desk. Not the nurse actually, but I'll be the person at the front desk.
the triage, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start. The scene will be you're entering into the hospital.
Okay.
Hi sir, how can I help you today?
I believe I'm having a heart attack. I have a very intense chest pain. I explain my symptoms. Okay, go.
Oh, okay. Did you sign in?
Did I sign in? Sign me in. That's why I'm here.
Please go to the kiosk and sign in. We have the tablets available.
Okay. I go sign in.
Yeah, just please enter in all your information, and we'll call your number.
Okay. Now I'm waiting.
So for the audio listeners, which is everybody, his number is 486.
And then I'll sit down for 2 minutes, and then I get up. Miss, I need to see a doctor, and I need to see a doctor now.
Sir, yes, I understand, sir. Just please sit down. We're gonna call your number.
I need to see a doctor. I need to see a doctor right now.
Can I please see your ticket?
Either you send me to the doctor, or I'm lighting this place up.
Sir, I understand. I understand you're very frustrated, but we have a lot of patients here.
I'm not sitting.
May I please see your ticket number?
Go suck your mama. I'm not sitting. You're not saying nothing. Go find me a doctor. He can go see my arm.
What number do you have?
No, I'm not talking to you. Bye. I'm going inside. I try to be polite, right? I'm going inside. Kick rocks.
Number
6, 7.
Guys, Gen Z, please relax. Gen Z, it's just numbers. Relax.
Jahannam tabo. I don't care. Move. I'm getting those doors and I'm just gonna bust them in. That's it. There's no way.
Sir, please have a seat. And we'll get to your number as soon as we can.
Yeah, you keep over there, 6-7. I'm going in. And I'm already inside now. Where's the doctor?
Security!
Find me the doctor just now. I need my doctor.
Security! Code brown.
Okay, bring security.
Code brown.
Brown? Who took a shit? We're talking about Code Brown. That's a spill. That's a hazardous spill. This guy.
You don't follow the rules. You just want to make up your own rules, right?
Oh, yeah, there's no long talk. 5 minutes max. I'm already inside.
You think the world just revolves around you? You think you can just go inside? Hey, doctor, come! I need doctor. You think that's how it works?
That's what you gotta do when it's when it's not a circumstance that is normal. You gotta be outside of the box. I might die.
Everybody in there thinks they're about to die. Do you think they care, man? They don't care. That's the problem.
Oh, I'll make you care. I will be so obnoxious to the point where the doctor will come in and be like, What is it? What? Why is he yelling? Who is this person yelling? I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, and then the bring straight jacket, tie you to the chair.
Go ahead. And then when they do that, the lawsuit is gonna be so amazing for my family.
Yeah, I mean, even for this guy, right? The guy died in the waiting room. We'll see. He'll probably get class action lawsuit, millions of people included, and $2 per person, right?
Well, to be honest,
If
I
you
think who is it? One of the MPs or the premiers? No, the MPs. One of the MPs messaged out saying that the acute care something like investigation group is gonna be involved, and so is the Ministry of Health and Surgical something affairs that they have. So yeah, it went all the way to the government level, and they've already done a GoFundMe for them. I think they reached $100,000 so far, and that's before the lawsuit. So that money's gonna be used for lawyers. Good luck.
if you've been to the hospital from July 2025 to December 2025, please fill out your information, and you may be eligible to receive compensation.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. People are just dying in the waiting rooms, and we're being convinced, yeah, guys, you should go to the doctor. This is so pathetic, man. I actually feel really bad for this family, man. This is horrible.
Oh, yeah, hopefully they get justice for the family. But yeah,
Only given a Tylenol, ECG, and blood pressure check.
at least aspirin. What do you mean Tylenol?
All of that takes place within the first 15 minutes of going in. What kind of nonsense is that?
No, yeah, they weren't taking it serious.
What about on the news? The car that was parked outside the hospital, 3 days, dead body inside.
Yeah,
What kind of nonsense is this? Who's being held accountable for this negligence?
that has to be the security company because there's no way.
So pathetic. Yeah. If I park my car quickly to go grab something, they're ticketing me.
Exactly.
What kind of nonsense is this, man? This whole country is just. I remember being in the emergency room. This was years ago. I was in the emergency room, and a guy came in bleeding from his arm. He came into the room saying, "I need help. I've been shot in his arm. His arm is bleeding." Guess what they said to him?
Well,
Please grab a number and go sit down. We'll call your number.
I would have found a way to shoot her. There's no way you're telling me to sit down.
I swear to God, they told him that. I'm not making it up. They told him that. They said, "Oh, please have a seat." He said, "What are you talking about? I have a bullet in my arm."
That's why that one hospital, you know which one you're talking about. The one out west.
We understand, sir. Please grab a ticket, grab a number. Am I doing a raffle for grabbing numbers? Am I at the DMV or for Canada Service Ontario? What do you mean grab a number?
To be honest, when in doubt, code blue. Just pass out. They'll call it code blue, and everybody's gonna be at your attention.
Honestly, I like for all the people that have gone crazy. Does that actually help? I don't think it helps.
Gone crazy doesn't get you as much. Code blue, instantaneous. Let them think your heart stopped. Let them think you can't breathe.
No, because the one misconception too, I'll tell you, is people think if you call an ambulance that will help. I promise you, it doesn't help.
No, you just kick up in the parking lot.
Yeah, no. Instead of waiting in a chair, you're waiting in a bed. That's the only difference. So if you're tired, call an ambulance. But besides that, you're still waiting 8 hours, and then they'll charge you after. Imagine this is insane. And I saw this, and I said, you know what? We have to talk about this because this further proves going to the doctors here in Canada, I learned a lesson, man. Anything that's free is not worth it. If something's free, believe me, you're paying in other ways. And this poor 44-year-old father of three paid with his life. Free healthcare, right? Okay, so let's move on here. So I was thinking that we do have some topic ideas. Shout out to AR. We have some topic ideas, some topics for discussion that I think we should tackle. So I have it in front of me here, so I'll just read it out to you. So first one is fashion/culture and where it's heading. So what do you think about that?
Well, you know my fashion.
I do know your fashion, which is why I really want to hear what you have to say about this.
My fashion is simple. Everything is black.
Yeah, funeral. Yeah,
You can never go wrong. Nothing's mismatched. It's all black.
yeah. Plus the beautiful thing about wearing black is everyone looks thinner in black.
Facts. Well, slim. No, but yeah, I was so annoyed because back in high school, I'm here trying to make an outfit, okay, you can't wear these pants because you already wore these pants. They're dirty, so now you got yo bonnets. Everything's black. Make life easy. Takes me 2 seconds to get dressed.
You know the one thing about fashion that I've noticed, and I Before, you used to have to wear like brand name was really important before. And if you wore anything that wasn't brand name, you'd get made fun of. There was a kid I remember. So back when I was in high school, the most popular shoes were Air Forces. Now only
Yeah.
criminals wear them, but before, like, everybody used to wear them. And so there was a guy in school that came with fake Air Forces. So instead of the Nike sign, it just said Air on the side.
Okay, just you're gonna get bullied.
Now, what are those was not a thing, obviously, back in those days.
Hmm.
But basically that's what happened to him. Everyone's like, "What the hell is that? What are you wearing?" And the guy's like, "Well, these are not Air Forces." It used to be so embarrassing, but now you can wear whatever the hell you want. Now it's not even about like what the brand name is. If it looks good,
No, no, no. But I think what AR was insinuating is what is it heading towards? Because nowadays men's fashion is becoming more and more feminine.
I mean, we could talk about that too. But what I was saying was specifically about like brand names. Like, you don't have to wear brand names anymore. You can wear
No, it's all about silent luxury.
Yeah, like you can wear pretty much anything as long as it looks good. But you bring up a good point. A lot of fashion is turning feminine.
Yeah, imagine.
Guys are wearing skirts
Look at that. They're out here wearing crop tops and shorts that are basically pom pom shorts. Like why?
and what do they call them? Jeggings? What do they call the guys version?
Jeggings. They have jeggings.
Where the guys wear leggings, especially when they're like jogging and stuff. They're working out or whatever. They started wearing leggings. Skims.
Compression pants.
No, no, not compression. No, I'm talking about like skims, like the TNA pants from back in the day. They're wearing tights, man.
What stockings? Oh,
Yeah. And then on top of the tights,
the
like you said, they're
tights.
wearing the shorts on top. What kind of nonsense is this, guys? Unacceptable behavior. Unacceptable. What happened to just wearing regular shorts?
I don't know. I guess it's got too long for them.
Fashion, like, depending on how you look at it, it's going in a good way, as in, like, like, now fashion is more affordable. You could still look good without like breaking the bank, but at the same time, it's also heading into a feminine direction. Like, why are men shopping at Ardene's? What's going on here? Brothers and sisters, stop this actually, specifically brothers, stop this behavior. They're going into Ardeen and Aritzia. Guys, please, we have stores too. Men and their wives are mixing up tights.
See each his own.
What kind of behavior is this, guys?
Sorry, babe. I took yours by accident, right?
No, there are some men that even wear tights while they play basketball. Guys, stop this behavior.
I don't know. I'm telling you, those are compression pants.
No, the compression pants are different.
What's the difference?
These ones are actually tights. Sometimes you can even see like there's little rips on the legs. It's too tight for you, brother. Please stop playing these games.
There's no way. Oh, this guy said it has TNA rips. Once it rips, it's done for.
No, the one thing about men is that like a rip is not enough for us to stop wearing something,
That's so true.
which is also a problem.
Yeah, guys,
One little hole in the clothing it's still doable.
it's so functional. This serves its purpose.
Yeah, nowadays people are wearing ripped jeans. They're buying them like that. What kind of nonsense is this?
And I can't do that. That's the one thing I won't. I won't wear ripped. I'll wear a ripped T-shirt. I'll wear ripped socks, underwear, everything, but not pants.
I'll wear ripped as long as I'm the one who ripped it.
Yeah, before it came from the manufacturer.
What kind of nonsense? I'm not buying it like that. What kind of nonsense is this? On top of that, full price? Abuse. What kind of nonsense is this?
That's what they call it. You need a discount.
Okay, so this was a two-parter, right? So it said fashion and culture. So let's now talk about culture. Like, where's the culture heading?
Well, to be honest, it's just woke culture. There's nothing else.
Yeah, woke culture, also even cancel culture,
As a culture is fake, in my opinion. It's just
opposite direction. It's going in it's going in a very bad direction. I'm actually very upset at the way that it's going. Nowadays, people are scared to make jokes. Since when? Since when has it been bad to make jokes?
well, the jokes you make are a little different.
This is complete nonsense. That now people can't even tell jokes without risk of cancellation.
So basically, Haamperz is gonna get canceled soon, and so that's why he just he just wanted to be like, guys, it's not my fault.
It's inevitable. What, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's either I'm gonna have to severely censor myself, or cancellation is coming. And this is something I don't agree with. I believe it's nonsense. I really hope that we change our ways and stop becoming so sensitive.
Well, it is what it is.
You know, what happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't. Like, what happened to that saying?
Oh yeah, they kind of matured and said, yeah, the words are more dangerous than the sticks and stones.
And the sticks and stones. Like, now they're saying bring the sticks and stones. Like, what kind of nonsense is this? Actually, like going a bit off topic, that reminds me even like when they have you seen those TikTok? Actually, you don't have TikTok. There are videos going around where they'll ask women, would you rather be in a room with a man or with a bear? And they're saying bring the bear.
Okay.
Where have the brain cells gone? Where? What's going on here?
Oh, I did not expect that. What do you mean? Where's the brain cells?
Bring the bear.
What if she was just so fed up to the point where she was like, I'd rather a bear?
So she basically she'd rather die, and not even just a regular death, massacre even.
Oh yeah.
No, guys, please. I know some men could be like trifling, toxic, big liars, but it's not worth being in a room with a bear. You know how big a bear is? You might as well be covered in honey.
Maybe like, but she thought she was getting Winnie the Pooh. She thought it was gonna be a
Yeah,
nice, cute
or
bear,
like a Build-A-Bear or something.
or like the Bernstein Bears out here just all family and shit. Boy, if you one roar, she'd be like, ah, just
Yeah.
send him back.
So let's switch to the next one. So the next one says, in current times, would you say we are more connected or divided? This one's a good question.
We're more connected in access to the internet and all this kind of like news, but we're definitely more divided as individuals.
I would say for the most part. So I would say there are things that bring us like or that make us connected, right? Like something that happens in the world, for example, or things like that make us connected. As humanity in general, we're definitely divided. And honestly, in my opinion, I believe the government feeds off of that. I believe the governments are stronger when the people are divided. So they're making it intentional with all this woke stuff, feminism, all these with all of these they're using all of these things that are going on in the world as a way to divide people because of divide and conquer. That's the only way, because if we're united as a people, they wouldn't have the kind of control that they have.
Now you want to be American, right?
Yeah, what the hell?
We the people. You want to be united?
But they're so united that they don't let the government like control them the way Canadians do, because Canadians were so divided. Everybody's complaining about something. There's like, oh, we hate these people, or these people are taking over, these people are doing this, why are there so many mosques, why are there so many Jehovah Witnesses on Sundays?
What did the Jehovah's Witnesses do to you?
Lady had the audacity to knock on the door at 8 a.m. in the morning
Yeah, they do that.
and said to me, and I opened it like my dumbass. I opened it, and then she's like, would you like to find Jesus? I got so mad. I told her, can you tell him it's really early in the morning right now?
Hi, excuse me. So mean.
I was so mad because it was so early.
No, mine were nicer than yours. Then they would knock. I come downstairs. And be like, oh, would you like to find Jesus? And be like, yeah, we found him. We're a Muslim household. Thank you, though.
Astaghfirullah. I was so mad. I forgot he was a prophet. I was so mad.
I forgot he was a prophet. There we go. Shaitan who brought the devil you, right?
At that early in the morning?
Yeah, no worries. Shaitan was playing with you.
At least if she came at Fajr time, I could have said thank you. You woke me up to pray. Nope, it was after Fajr, but still too early to be awake. Asked me, oh, do you want to find Jesus? I'll find him later, 7 a.m. What kind of freak up is this? Knocking at my door.
Turn away.
Kind of freaking abuse. But yeah, so sorry. Yeah, so I believe like humanity, we're divided, and I think it's to the benefit of world leaders. They're using this as a way to divide people. I mean, there were some examples where people are united. Like for example, I think during COVID, a lot of people were united, and then like in the beginning part, and then obviously when everyone realized it was a big scam, that's when there was a bit of division.
Here we go again.
But yeah, that's what I think. It'd be nice to be more connected. Again, I think it would be more difficult to control people if we're all connected. You know, everyone's so focused on tearing each other down instead of, you know, trying to build each other up. And so that's really the big problem.
Conclusion to this statement is that we are the world. We are the children, okay? We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. How about that?
Are you reading the lyrics to Wave and Flag? Shout out to Kenan, man. Where did that guy go?
What do you mean waving flags? That's Michael Jackson.
Oh, that was the Michael Jackson song.
Michael Jackson. Listen, you've already abused the Somalis too much. Leave him alone now, okay?
No, I honestly thought that was that song. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So this one is, what matters more, intentions or outcomes?
Well, it depends if the action is for yourself or to others.
Interesting. Let's see if we can maybe tie a scenario. Okay, so let's say you're about to get hit by a car, right? And you don't see the car coming. And so someone comes and pushes you
Okay.
and you fall down and hit your head on the road. Because you're not expecting to be pushed on the floor. Or
Okay.
let's say you hit your head on the curb.
Mhm.
Now, the intention was to save your life. The outcome, your life is probably on the line still. What reminded me of that was I seen a video on TikTok. Okay? And what happened was is that a woman was about to get hit by a car, actually a truck. And the guy came and pushed her out of the way and he sued him for sexual harassment. Now, it's situations like that that always, like, even remember when AR was saying like we should save random women? This is why I disagree. This is the reason why even if I were to see it happening, I'm not doing anything. Suing like, and even in the video, even the judge yelled at her, be like, "Yo, he saved your life. What the hell are you talking about?" But like the fact that even you took it to that point, because I'll be honest with you, even if like while he was trying to save you, he grabbed your ass, you're alive. You got saved. Why is the first thing you think about is, why did he touch my ass? You were about to get hit by a truck. Honestly, like if I were to get hit with a charge, especially, for sure, I'm pushing you into traffic.
Easy. Self-incrimination.
Because if I just minded my business, which is my go-to, my go-to is I'm minding my business. If
Yeah.
I see you're about to get hit by a car, I'm turning the other way. Yeah, like what kind of nonsense is this? But anyway, sorry, let's go back.
Ambassa.
Or even talking about that, what's the more important thing, the intention or the outcome? Like what matters more?
No, that's why I say it depends. So in my perspective, when it comes to yourself, it's always the intention that matters. And when it comes to others, it's always the action that matters.
Yeah, so for me, the outcome matters most.
Nah, because you have to be kind to yourself. You have to be kind to your soul. You can't just be out here saying, oh, you have to be an outcome-based individual. Sometimes you intend to do certain things and it doesn't work out, but at least you tried. With other people, they're less sensitive to that.
Let me tell you why outcome is more important. Because the only ones that know your intention is you and God. Nobody else knows. You could tell.
That's why it's for you.
No, but you could tell people. You could be like, "This was my intention." Nobody cares. Even in court, they don't care about the intention.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So for your afterlife, good, no
No.
problem. Like, you know, have good intentions. But when it comes to scenarios like this,
No, for yourself. This is a two-person scenario. I'm saying for yourself. So when it's something for yourself, like strictly Hampers and Hampers alone. So it's a plan for yourself, or it's
Yeah.
an action for yourself, or it's an activity for yourself, where it doesn't involve the second
Okay.
person, then it's the intention. If there's even one extra person, then it's the outcome. It's the actions that you like actually play out. Because it doesn't matter what you were intending to do, it's what the results of your actions are towards another individual.
So what you're saying is, so if it's just for yourself, like if you're the only party involved, the intention is more important. But if there's somebody else involved, the
Yes.
outcome is more important.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why you chose the difficult way to say that, but
Excuse me, I said that since the beginning. You won't have the hearing of a chipmunk, right? Nonsense. Big man, big ears, everything, but can't hear for shit.
a big man, big ears. This is how you want to view me.
Listen, I was being polite. Don't make me go further.
Is that a third, Sergi?
Huh?
Okay. Anyways, let's move on before this gets out of hand. I keep forgetting you're on these.
I'm gonna rock your jaw. This guy.
So next one is, What is something you once cared for, but you no longer care about it? Why? Get deep.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Pause.
Oh, there's no need to go. You're nasty. No. Well, it depends. There's a lot of things.
This is how AR framed the question.
You ask, how about that?
What is something I cared for? Let's see. Honestly, the first thing I would say is what people think. I think that was really important to me before. Now, honestly, I don't have time. Like I don't care anymore.
Okay, that's very adult. That's very
Especially on a more personal
cool.
level. Obviously, when it comes to the podcast, I definitely care about what our fans think, and I care about our fans. But on a personal level,
He's
like
lying.
about me specifically, I don't. Like you used to dress a certain way and be like, oh, like what are the people gonna think? None of that matters anymore.
Well, you know, I'm built different. I never really cared for a lot of things.
Yeah, I think
No.
I think from the beginning of time, I don't think you cared about what anyone thought. You
Mm.
always what's the saying? You walk to the beat of your own drum.
Okay, that sounds like I have some sort of autism. Why you gotta do that? But yes, I did.
You do things that no one else does. Like you're just different.
Okay, it's not different. It's independent. There's a difference. Okay. Topic of discussion.
You call it independent. I call it weirdo. Same thing.
Okay, call it weird. Okay, let me give them examples because clearly they don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, going to the movies by yourself.
To the movies by yourself. I think that's forbidden.
I feel like you should do it.
I think the only time you should go to the movies by yourself is if the person you're going with cancels last minute and you already paid.
I don't care if you canceled. I don't care if you didn't. I'm going by myself. If you want to come, join. That's it.
No, that's crazy.
Why am I gonna attach my happiness to another individual? Absolutely not.
Actually, you know what? Even if the person cancels last minute, I'm still gonna go and try to get my refund for the ticket.
I'm going to watch it. I don't care.
Like the reason I can't is not only because of like just embarrassing in general, but I think even like when I watch movies,
You want someone to bounce off ideas, kind of thing.
yeah, and like even like what I love to do after a movie, especially like Marvel movies, DC movies, those kind of movies, I like to talk about it after. One thing I'll tell you, if you're gonna watch a movie by yourself, watch it at home.
No, but if it's in theaters,
You wait until it's available on DVD and Blu-ray.
I'm not wasting my time. Listen, everybody. So this is the weird stuff that I do. I go to the movies by myself. I go to dinners by myself, and I'm not just talking about like the food court. I'm talking nice places. I go to do things by myself all the time. I go vacation by myself. You just need to love yourself so much to the point where it's okay. You don't need to go and rely on nobody. Go on your vacations, do your things, do your activities. You know you're vibing. This man gonna come say, "Oh yeah, that's weird. It's socially awkward." And do I care? Who's there to judge?
And listen, just to further explain, guys, when he says going to these places by himself, he doesn't mean to meet people there. He literally means like just me.
Yeah.
Like nobody else is there. So please let us know in the comment section if this is normal, if this is behavior, or if there's anyone else that's like this. Maybe you guys can meet.
Why would I want to meet them? I want to be independent.
This is a weird behavior, man. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Listen, it is what it is. But that's what I'm saying. There's a point in time where if you never cared, then you won't ever.
I'm gonna give you guys an example. Hopefully I have your permission to tell the story. But we
Thank you very
planned
much. Abuse.
we planned a movie one day, and we said, "Hey, let's go to the movies. We're gonna watch this movie." All right, agreed. What theater are we going? We're going to. I'm not gonna tell you guys what theater, obviously, but we go to, like we said, we're gonna go to the theater. Boom. There's supposed to be three of us. Me, Starchy, another friend of ours. Hopefully, you guys will meet him in a future episode.
50-50.
So we go. So me and this other person, we meet there, and we're expecting Starchy to be there. He's running late, and so he says, "I'm running late." I'm like, "All right, well, we're gonna go inside." So we go inside. We watch the whole movie. I have no idea where Starchy is. We leave the theater, and we wait for everybody to come out. Still no Starchy. I call this guy, and I said, "Yo, what happened to you? Did you miss the movie?" He goes, "No, I didn't miss it." Like, "Oh, are you still inside?" "Nope." Like, where the hell are you? He goes, oh, I watched at a different theater. I couldn't make it to the theater you're at. Can anybody please tell me, is this normal behavior? Is this normal behavior? He found a theater closer to him with the same movie time and went and watched it by himself. It's like he missed the point of the group activity of watching the movie. He just thought
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What was the group activity?
watching the movie as a group.
You're watching it regardless. We were
Bro,
watching it at the exact same time, just in different spaces. So if
guys,
anything, afterwards, if we wanted to get food together, we could have done it and we could have spoke about it then. That's my mindset.
yeah,
I
and
mean,
then you'd go to the McDonald's in the east and we'd go to the McDonald's in the west, right? What kind of nonsense is this? This guy basically treated it like how our parents would. This guy went to the movies and said, this guy said, movies? Okay, screen here, screen there, let's watch. And this guy just went to the closer theater.
listen, what can I say? I was thinking logically.
No, and the worst part is, ladies and gentlemen, is that he didn't tell us he was doing this. We didn't know and we did not find out until after the movie was done. And I had to call him. Not a text, not nothing.
I didn't want to disturb.
So, as a concerned friend, throughout the movie, I'm thinking, where is my friend Starchy? Now I know he leaves. He does leave. So maybe he got lost. Maybe he got carried
I
away.
will jump you through your car window. What are you talking about? He does leaves.
I didn't know. Maybe the theater he went to, he has special permission to bring leaves into the theater. I don't know. But the excuse he gave me just did not make sense until I got to know him and that he does this normally.
To be honest, it's very normal. And I feel like more people would, if they were to do things like that, they wouldn't be so worried about how people think about them.
But yeah, you guys let us know in the comment section. Is this normal? I don't think this is normal.
That's fine. You can have an opinion. It's not going to make much of a difference to the way I act.
Well, I mean, we're gonna see how everyone thinks about you. Listen, Starchy, your friends are here. Give us a call. We can go with you.
I don't have time to waste. I'm a busy man. I got things to do.
Alrighty, so let's get back on track. Actually, I don't think you answered this question.
I did. You want to put me time out? What?
What is something you once cared for, but you no longer care about? You can't steal my answer. You have to choose a different answer.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. I genuinely maybe purchasing a house. I never like. I used to care about buying one, but now I don't give a shit.
I mean, that's a good one. I also agree. I think just owning
Nah,
anything in Toronto now just doesn't feel worth it.
absolutely not. Even if I had the money, I would even touch it with a stick. What do you mean? Millions of dollars for a bungalow?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
I guess I can add another one. Something I once cared about and didn't no longer care about. So this is the order. So first I didn't care about this thing. Then I started to care and now I no longer care anymore. And this is all within like I would say a 15-year period. Politics. I never cared for it before. I didn't care who
This
won.
guy.
I didn't care who was running the country, the MP, any of that. I never knew any of that stuff. To the point where I knew more about the US president than I did about the prime minister. Then, after Mr. Trudeau, I started to care because I said, no, we can't go through this again. 10 years? We can't go through this. We need to make a change. And then the Liberals won again. Now, I no longer care again. I'm back to where I was before. I believe I was more happy when I didn't care. I don't care. At the end of the day, we're getting abused. By the way, Olivia Chow is announcing everyone 2026 taxes are increasing. Get prepared.
Abuse.
Everyone start looking for your third and fourth job.
Facts, bro.
Big, big abuse. You know what? I have another one. Something I once cared for that I no longer care for. Warzone.
What did they change? I don't know. I never cared for it. What is it?
No, so what they did was they essentially made the game where if you put money into the game, you will be the best player. It doesn't matter how good you are at the game. If you're not spending money, like you're gonna suck. You're gonna have the worst guns. Having skill is no longer required. You can get the game tomorrow, put a whole bunch of money into it, and be the best player.
Okay, that's fair.
And also, don't get me started on the stupid snipers. How easy it is to snipe.
Oh, they use the bot or something?
I mean, they used to use this thing called Onos, but they're working to ban that stuff. But still, I believe it's way too easy. Like, what do you mean you're sniping me in my head while I'm running around and jumping around? What kind of nonsense is that? Go ask real snipers how easy of a shot that is.
Obviously not an easy shot.
In the game, it's easy. That's the problem. So annoying. That's something that I once cared for, no longer care for anymore. I'll give you another one. GTA 6. Come out whenever you want. I don't care anymore. I'm tired of waiting. First they said 2025, then they said 2026, now it's 2027. Honestly, I don't even believe they have the game. I believe it's just they used AI to make a trailer to get everybody excited. I don't even think it's ready.
You know what's gonna happen? Eglinton LRT is gonna open before that. Imagine that.
Honestly, I would be surprised actually. For those that don't live in Toronto, the Eglinton RT is a subway line that they wanted to add to the subway. They've been working on this for 25 years.
Okay, relax. It's not 25, but
I was a child when they started working on this.
it was and I think it was since 2013.
Okay. So 12 years they've been working on this.
I genuinely don't know what the hell's under there for them to be making this much mistakes. Like, why is it taking so long?
What do you mean? They made the Finch one and finished already.
They did the whole Vaughn extension and finished it.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know who they're paying to do this stuff, but they must be getting paid by the hour. Because that's the only explanation as to why it's taking so long is they're getting paid per hour.
And I think I remember hearing something where they were like, "Oh, there's a penalty in the clause or something." They're like, "Yeah, it's okay. We'll just charge them more than the penalty." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah. And sorry, when I say hourly, I don't mean the workers. I mean the company is getting paid hourly. Obviously, the workers get paid hourly. I'm not an idiot, but I mean the company. Like that's the only reason for them to keep delaying it. And think about all those days where the streets, the roads were closed, and they're still working on it. It's not done. Meanwhile, during COVID, they built a hospital in 7 days. What kind of nonsense is this?
That was China. That wasn't us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In China, did I not say that? Sorry, in China, they built a hospital in 7 days, and they can't build train tracks.
Communism, where shit works.
Nonsense. Yeah, so that covers all our topics, which now leads us into our Leafy lore. Do you have a Leafy lore story for us today?
The time that we had a firecracker war.
We have to give it a title. Remember, we said we're gonna give them titles.
You know what it is? It's the Hood Games. That's what it is. It's the Hood Game.
Good games. Okay. Or we could call it Starchy Barbecue.
Actually, barbecue, right? Thank you. Of course. Abuse continues, but it is what it is. So we are hypothetically at this school, and the way it started off was these guys were doing their own activities. They were having fun. They were doing their own firecracker war, or whatever. It is what it is. And a friend and I were like, let's do our own damage.
Hold on, I hate to interrupt, but I have to. Not everybody's gonna understand what was happening. You gotta get into more detail. So, like, what were the guys doing specifically? We have girls that watch. They're not gonna know.
Okay, so everyone had their own Roman candles, which is basically a firecracker that just shoots one at a time, right? And I'm pretty sure it's like a 12 count, unless you got the larger one.
And then also for white people that are watching as well, in the hood, when we get fireworks, it's not to shoot in the air.
No.
We get them to shoot each other.
Yeah, we shoot each other. Now, we love each other, which is why we got Roman candles. If we didn't like
Oh,
each
yeah,
other, we
true.
would be using different ones that shoot out and go, pa, 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 and then just go every direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, or we would have used that 80 count and just held it like a machine gun and chased people. But we know we love each other, so we only use the typical Roman candle.
Or the cherry bombs.
No, that one.
Or the Tasmanian devils.
You know, someone dashed it like a grenade. But yeah, so we were using Roman candles, and so everyone's just enjoying. We're in a big field, and we all started off at a distance, and then they did their thing. And so my friend and I came late, and so we're like, oh, we have Roman candles in our car. Let's do a drive-by. And so they didn't know we were arriving, but we arrived, and we started to do a drive-by with Roman candles.
Yeah.
So then they're like dodging and running and stuff, and we're like, okay, time to get dirty. Park the car, and it becomes a war. Mind you, there's school buses, there's all these things that are like able to hide behind garbage recycling bins. So we're just going at it. Da, da, da. And me, obviously, I know I'm crazy. So I came with my windbreaker because I knew I'm going to get burnt somehow. So then one of our friends, I got close to him. Obviously, my intention is never to burn anyone. It's just to scare them a little bit, right? So it's like I got close to him. Then mine runs out. I said, shit, I need to start mine. But his was already running. I turn around. I start running. And that jacket saved my life with God Almighty and His. Oh, when I tell you, it got me on the side, and it was just a hole where I was supposed to be. And so then I was like, yeah. So I got mine, and luckily I had a lighter that was a torch. And so we just continued on. But yeah, so that's how they burnt me. And once his was about to finish, I'm psychotic a little bit, right? So I turned mine on and I'm running towards him directly into the line of fire. Yo, this guy's crazy. I was like, I don't care. And then just start going. And yeah, so that's how I got burnt. Because they got close and I basically said, I'm not running too far. I'm just gonna be within range. And so when his dies down, mine's ready to go at a closer range. So yeah, basically that's what happened. And yeah.
My memory of this, I don't remember the whole thing, but I do remember the point where there was at least 2 or 3 people shooting you at the same time, and you have completely given up the will to run.
It wasn't that I had lost the will to run, but I'm like, if I run too far, I'm gonna have to run back to get him.
You had to have been there. We thought he was barbecue at that point. We thought he was finished. Like it was one of those where like you have to make sure he's okay, and then as soon as you make sure he's okay, you start dying of laughter. No human should be barbecued in such a manner, like what happened to my friend. And especially, who knew if he had leaves on him? If he had leaves on him, then he could have caught on fire.
Keep pressing mute. Keep pressing mute. You think you're funny, eh?
Yeah, he's a walking fire hazard. So like, I think it was very irresponsible, but one of a very very funny day.
Can I say? I just love crazy activities, and sometimes I am crazy myself.
I still don't think you deserve what you got. I think it's just because
But it's not like it wasn't warranted, right? It's like we all have done something to each other to the point where it's like you deserve to get baked.
that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It was one of those like I don't know if people watched like Avengers, but it looked like they were trying to shoot Thanos with fireworks.
Thanos,
The way he was just standing there like it didn't hurt.
the man wants to call me Big Bone Thanos, right? Thank you.
The way that you were getting hit, like you didn't think it could hurt you.
Unfazed by anything.
So I'm gonna add a Leafy lore story just because I'll give you guys a little treat because the last episode was kind of short. People from Toronto, if you guys remember, we used to have our Popeye's chicken sandwich used to be some weird diamond bun.
Okay, don't hate. There were some good sandwiches.
No, it was terrible. Some diamond bread. Honestly, like it looked like a healthy version of a chicken sandwich. Like it was like a vegan version. I hated it personally. The problem with it was that it was nothing like the American one. And so me and a friend decided, let's go to the US and get Popeyes, right? That was our only like reason for going. We didn't go for any other reason. So we decided one day we're going to drive to Buffalo. So we go. And as you can tell about me from these past like 8 episodes or so, I'm a very direct person and I sometimes too honest. So we get to the border. Now, my understanding at the border, usually at the border, right? They're supposed to be serious. That didn't stop me from saying what I'm about to tell you guys right now. So we get there and they ask the normal questions. How long you gonna be in the US? I told him probably an hour, right? Sounds suspicious. Then he asked me, okay, what are you going to the US for? I'm like, we're going to Popeyes. I said it because we didn't have a plan to say anything else. We didn't make a plan like, oh, let's say this. We didn't have a plan. We just went, right? And so I was being honest. That's why we're going. So just in case you guys see me again at the border in an hour, I told you guys why we went. So I told him, I said, we're going Popeyes. I thought one of two things were going to happen. Either he was going to ask me, what? You're just going for Popeyes? Or calling security or sending me back home, right? So this guy says, don't you guys have a Popeyes there in Canada? And then again, like I said, I'm too honest for my own good. So I tell this guy word for word. This is exactly what I told him. I said, we do, but the Popeyes in Canada, the lettuce is thicker than the chicken.
Wait, what?
Right? So this guy started dying of laughter. I did not expect that, right? But because like it was me and my friend, I didn't think I had anything to lose. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just, try to lighten the mood, crack a little joke. And then this guy is dying of laughter. He laughed so hard, no further questions. Let us through. It was actually a very amazing experience. They didn't give us a hard time at all. So we went, got our Popeyes, and I remember telling my siblings and people that we were getting Popeyes. And so this sandwich was like a very special sandwich. People were asking me to bring it back. So we had a bag of sandwiches
There's no way.
in the back of the car, and we're heading back. We have a bag full of sandwiches driving back to the border. Now, my friend, when I said that initially, he looked at me like you're such an idiot. I think he even said it word for word. I think he said, "You're such an idiot. What the hell's wrong with you?" Then the guy started laughing. Then my friend started laughing. Then he let us go. So we went, got our sandwiches, came back with a bag of sandwiches. We get to the border, and I said, "You know what? It worked for me once. Might as well just say it again."
There's no way.
we
You went to the Canadian border.
we get into the Canadian border, and one thing, if you guys don't know, coming back into Canada, they're even more strict. I believe going into America, they're very laid back, they're very cool. Coming back, I've always had problems, like not crazy problems, but usually it's just unnecessary questions. It's so much questions to the point where it's like, are you gonna let me go home or not? Like, what are you guys gonna say? No, don't come back? Especially nowadays, all right, no problem. I'll just stay in the US. But at the time, Canada wasn't that bad. So I wanted to go home. So we get there, and then the guy says, "Hey, where do you live?" Canada. Where? Toronto. Then he goes, "How long have you been in the US?" An hour. What were you doing in the US? We came for Popeyes. He looked at me after I said that and he said, "Please pull in over there." He said,
You want me bright?
I can just imagine what that guy was thinking. What? Popeyes? Stupid idiot, get over there. He's smuggling drugs. He probably thought I was smuggling leaves for you.
You see, this is why you first said you're an idiot the first time. You want to catch problems with your own country.
This guy's like, I'm just pulling over the security will abuse you in a minute. I'm like, what kind of why do they always give me problems coming home? We pull in and they tell us step out of the car. They come with the dog, so they're checking the car. And then my friends look at me like, "Yo, you're such an idiot." I'm like, "Why?" I told them the truth. That's why we went. And I didn't even get to the part of the lettuce is bigger than the chicken. I didn't even get to it. As soon soon as I said we went for Popeyes, that he's heard enough. So they're checking the bags, they're checking everything, and what's it called? Obviously, they find nothing, and they're like, "All right, you guys are good to go. Get back in the car, head back." That's just one of the examples of the weird things that happened to me at the border. For some reason, they don't want us to come back home. Like we're showing them all the information that we live here, and they still just give you a hard time. Every time that I've been told to pull up to security, it was always coming back. Going to the US, never have I ever had problems. It doesn't make any sense to me. But Mr. Starchy's a little more bougie, so he flies. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, you don't do much driving, so I don't think you've experienced this. But
No, I've done it. I've done Buffalo before.
have you had any problems coming back in?
The only ones. But I did the exact same thing you did. I said, I'm gonna be honest. And I said, he said, where are you going? I said, I'm gonna go to Walmart, then I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A. Then he's like, the guy said the exact same thing. He's like, you guys don't have Walmart? I said, no, we do, but they don't have anything. I like yours. And so the guy's like, okay.
Yeah. See, if I heard that, you're coming to the US for Walmart.
Imagine. I said, he's
Go
like, he's like, well, okay. And then so we left, right? But then coming back, I had I had a chiropractic appointment. So
okay, of course you did.
I'm gonna say something. But I was running late. So I was like, okay, I need to
Mhm.
get there faster. So I didn't take the same bridge I went in. So coming going, I went in the Queenston Bridge, or is it Lewiston? And then coming back, I took the Buffalo Bridge. And then the guy's like,
Yeah.
where'd you go? I said, Walmart. What'd you do there? We said we got some snacks and shit. He's like, why are you taking this border entrance? I said, I don't know. The GPS told me go this way.
What the frick? Who cares?
Thank you. That's what I was thinking.
It's not
He's
your
like,
business.
but do you understand? Forget that. He said, do you understand what you just did? I said, no. He's like, it's as if you took the 412 and you took this. I said, sir, I don't know what the 412 is.
Yeah,
I've never taken it a day in my life. He's like, it's basically as if you went all the way around instead of cutting straight
that
across.
sounds like
I was
you
like,
though.
I said, sir, I have no idea. I'm running late for my appointment. I put the GPS in. I said, fastest route. I don't know. Imagine. I said, I have the receipt right here. I always have the receipt ready. He's like, no, but do you understand? Like, you just went all the way around. I'm like, I guess. I don't know. I'm not from here.
I have an appointment.
I have an appointment. I could care less which way around I go. So then and then he let me in. And mind you, I was with my sisters. So I was like,
Crazy.
I'm not here to do shit other than like, we went for a day trip. They wanted to do whatever they wanted to do, like get whatever else they wanted to get. And so it was just a day trip. We were bored. We wanted to do. This man's giving me a headache, and I'm like, that's why you look like that. Like, what? If a white man, bald headed, glasses. I'm like, you're probably all alone, pissing me off.
How about I tell you this? There's another scenario. I'll give you guys a quick one where I'm with people. Okay, I'm with friends. They asked me how we knew each other and where we met. What difference does that make?
Well, to be honest, I have no idea.
All right, guys. I didn't want to let this secret out about myself. I'm gonna be honest. I can be, especially when I get annoyed, I can be very sarcastic. I don't know if you guys picked this up, but now the cat's out of the bag. All right. When I'm upset, especially, right? So let's just say the people in the car knew me well to the point where they basically like they said like you're not allowed to talk anymore. They rolled the window down and they spoke basically because when he asked where did you guys meet or like how long you knew each other, I was gonna say like we just picked them up right now.
Yeah. This guy wanted a full cavity search, right?
No, but like what kind of stupid questions is that?
No, yeah, they asked the questions, yeah.
Or like, where do you work? What does that have to do with me going home? Like, going to the US, if they ask me that, I understand. You know what? I'm trying to go into your country. Ask me, no problem. Imagine you going, like, you trying to go home and you live in, like, let's say, like a gated neighborhood or like a building with security. And imagine they ask you, oh, wait, before you go, what do you do for a living? Shut the hell up. I'm going home. What are you asking me stupid questions for? Or if they see you walking with somebody, hey, you know this person? Where did you meet before? Shut the hell up. This is called abuse of power. You know what I mean? I'll give you another example of abuse of power that they have. So this was a story. This didn't happen to me. This happened to someone I know very well. A big fan of the show. So your story is coming up. So he tells me, and this guy, like, I don't know, like I like to say trouble finds this guy. Trouble has a very like it just has a way of finding him. It's like they were like, you know when you have like twins that were separated at birth, like on those TV shows? Is one of those. This guy is going to the US and for some reason, right? I think it's something he said, but again, he's telling me the story, so but basically, they decided we're checking his whole vehicle. So they take out his luggage. They open the luggage. They take out that part of the trunk where the spare tire is,
You
and
too?
they basically just start taking apart his car.
Wow.
Yeah, they basically just start taking apart his car. I think you know who this is
Oh,
already based
okay.
on the story, but they start taking apart his car, and then obviously they don't find anything, and this is where the abuse of power comes in. They leave everything outside of the car, and now this is the part where I said he always finds trouble because guess what this idiot says. Mind you, from what he tells me in the story, these guys are walking around with shotguns.
Let me tell you exactly what he said. I even know what he said.
Yeah, do you want to?
He said,
Uh,
you're not going to put it back?
yeah, exactly, word for word. He goes, "So you're not gonna put my stuff back?" Guy's like, "What did you say?" Like, this is abuse of power. Who do you guys think you are? You guys are glorified gatehouse security. Like, what do you guys think you are?
Yeah. There.
Your job is to open and close the gates.
Relax. Why you gotta abuse them like that?
I'll give you another story. You know what? I'm gonna keep giving stories just to show the kind of abuse of power that they have at the border control. I'll give you another story. So this is of other friends that I have. Okay? 4 of them. They go to the border. For some reason, they tell them, pull up to security and get out of the vehicle. I don't know. They pull them out of the car, and then guess what these border security people start doing? They take the car for a joyride and they're driving it around
You mean they're driving it around?
while these guys are standing outside. The rental car that they had, they hop into the car and start driving it around.
What are they trying to do?
They just took the car for a joyride.
So what? The guy just you don't want to go to the dealership for a test drive, and he just took that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I don't know. Abuse.
Was he trying to shake out the drugs? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to do, but that's the story. Like that's basically what I've been told. Like this is the way that they abuse their power over there at the border. And honestly, if you think about it,
That's
who's there
wild.
to overlook them? Nobody. They just do whatever they want.
Yeah, for the most part, as long as the supervisor's within, like
As far as I'm concerned, right? If you have a problem with me passing the border, send me back. Why are we going through this unnecessary nonsense? Send me back. I'll try again tomorrow.
I'm not trying to get tomorrow. Yo, you're the problem. You're part of the problem.
Why do we have to go through this unnecessary nonsense of joyriding the car and taking the whole car apart and and asking questions of where you met each person and where you work and all these unnecessary questions. Like if there's some kind of suspicion, fair, if the person who, let's say the guy who they took apart the car, if he's driving with red eyes, all right, yeah, fair enough. Check the car. Or if when he rolled down the window to talk to them and a leaf flies out of the car. All right, fine. Suspicion.
I hope you enjoyed this leaf.
No, you have to say it. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Oh, I can't believe that.
If there's some sort of cause, fine. But from what I'm being told, this is all unnecessary stuff that's happening. Unnecessary. Now, there are some stories. I'm not gonna get into it because I think we've gone on for too long. But there are some stories where yes, we should have been pulled over and they should have checked the car. Fine. Maybe we'll talk about a different episode. But there are some scenarios where it is warranted. But a lot of the times, it's just abuse of power. It's I could do whatever the hell I want.
Oh, yeah.
And unlike at the airport, there's no witnesses. It's you, the border security person, and whoever's in your car. There's no other witnesses. They can do whatever the hell they want to you. Abuse. Abuse of power.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so that's the stories. Thanks everybody for, tuning in. I hope you guys do love the Leafy lore stories as much as I do. But yeah, please continue to leave your comments. Like I said, we will address the comments. No comment goes unread. Most of the comments will make it to an episode. So, leave your comments, drop some likes, follow the socials at Speak Then Filter on Instagram, TikTok. The YouTube page is Speak Then Filter. We're also available on Spotify. We're everywhere, guys. So I know you guys don't have accounts for everything, but whatever you do have accounts for, give us some support. Search, anything else you want to say?
Go do it.
Go do it.
Saboting the system. Okay. No, I'm being disrespectful now. But no. But yeah, it was a pleasure reminiscing about the abuse that we experienced. Obviously, if you guys would love to experience, or not experience, but share any of those scenarios or something similar, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And yeah,
Alrighty, guys. Well, hey, thanks again for joining us on a new episode. It's your boy Hampers.
it is your amazing, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Starchy Baba. Why look me like that?
It's Starchy Barbecue Baba.
Just know you're dying today. You're not leaving this parking lot.
Alright, guys. See you on the next one. Thanks again for joining us.
Bye.
Alrighty, I believe we have abused each other enough for today.
Yeah, we said what we said, and maybe we'll think about it later.
Thanks for tuning in to Speak Then Filter.
Make sure to follow, subscribe, and tell your friends or your enemies. We don't discriminate.
We'll be back next time to say more things we probably shouldn't.
Thanks for hanging out, and remember, speak first, filter later.